What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 6 of NHL 23 Montreal Canadiens Franchise Mode Series. As always, guys, thank you so much for supporting these videos. If you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Now, as you can see, good start to this year. We're 6-0 in the preseason. Larkin there has 11 points in 6 games. You guys missed the last episode. Our team this year is the best it's ever been. This is one of the best teams I've ever built. I mean, check out the chemistry. +5 on every single line. I don't know if I've actually ever had that. And the fact that, you know, this is EA's rosters more or less, I made some changes to it, so less X factors, I'd say it's pretty impressive. Panarin, Suzuki, Caulfield there, line 1. We got Kane, Larkin, Benson, line 2. Marchand, Dvorsky, Gallagher on the 3rd line, with Nichushkin, Bergeron, Deneau on the 4th line. Now the good thing is, even though we have some pretty good players in that bottom 6, every single one of these players is on at least one special team, so hopefully everyone's getting enough minutes. They don't, you know, drop in rating, or if they do, it's a guy like Marchand who's probably going to retire soon. Defensively here, only +1 in the top pair, Sanderson and Allen, but still, like, really good. 90-88, Drysdale, Slavin there, 87-86. Even Gooley, Zellweger, I think, is a great bottom pair. Pretty sure they play together, too, on the Canadian World Junior team, which is kind of cool. I also should mention Allen here, 88 overall. I think he's got 1 year left on entry level, so got to give him an extension here. Goaltending-wise, even, we signed Jeremy Swayman, 91 overall. Last year you saw very good numbers, .913, 2.74. For the semi scoring such a high, that's solid. Now, season before that I see weren't the greatest, so we'll see how he does here. Good backup though in Eves, 2281 with medium league potential. In terms of the special teams here, obviously great chemistry too. Power play unit 1 +5 looks sick. Power play line 2 is also got a +5. You can see we got Nichushkin out front there. 4-man power play, just some of our best players. Same with 4-man power play 2. In terms of the PK here, again, +5. And like I mentioned, even though Nichushkin's on line 4, he's playing first PK, second power play. Hopefully that helps out. PK 2 is a +5. PK 3 is a -3, which honestly doesn't even make much sense. Like, a lot of check marks, no X's. I don't understand how it always happens, but whatever. 3-man PK, +5. 3-man PK 2, and 3-man PK 3 there all look pretty solid. So, this team should for sure be a playoff team and really should be a Stanley Cup contender. AHL-wise, Jody Gratton here, we drafted a couple years ago. 2nd overall, medium elite there. You really need to get him growing. He's got a solid shot, but the rest of his stats kind of need to come along. Gavin McKenna, first line AHL here. I feel like next year probably makes the NHL team. Those X factors there, just like with the game auto-generated for him. Powerful shot, but should be more accurate. Good playmaker, good speed. They also got Lekermacki there, who honestly normally would be in the NHL at this point, but our team's just too stacked. Next year, I feel like he makes the jump. Zykov here is also medium elite. Cristal we just traded for, 2281, medium top 6. He's solid. Houston here even, 77. Didn't grow at all last year, but hopefully, you know, this year will take a jump. Yep, there's also medium elite. We got Lapierre, Zeri, Lavoie, Leheroux, Osipchuk on the 4th line. Like, the AHL team's stacked. Defensively even, Loof, Marsh, Yermo. Kiva Hardju's there with medium elite potential. Svozil there, Leno, like, all high 70s. Goaltending, Reimer here's high elite, 75. Lennon in there is, I feel like, very capable AHL backup. So, yeah, guys, very excited to see, you know, how this season goes for us. No change to the captaincy. I should, like I said, give an extension here to Allen before we start the sim. I feel like, yeah, Dvorsky needs one too. Same with Benson. So, we're probably going to be losing some of the veterans. Since right now we're paying Patty Kane 5 mil, Marchand 5 mil, we're going to need that money for these extensions. Now, Allen playing top D pair and being a defenseman, he'll probably jump the most in rating. Already wants 9.6 for 4 years. So already in a bit of an issue here cap-wise. We only need him for 4 more years, which is what he wants. Hopefully he'll say yes to something like an 8.75, just, you know, save us a bit of money. Now, I feel like I'll probably wait on Dvorsky as well as Benson, since, you know, they're not playing first line. Benson wants 5.5, Dvorsky here, 7. I'm pretty sure Dvorsky's on the 3rd, Benson's on the 2nd line. So if anything, I would get Benson locked up. Doesn't really change. So we'll try 5x5 for Benson. For an 85 at 22, just getting better. I think that's, you know, pretty reasonable. And I took a quick look at goalies here. Eves is 2281 with medium elite. Only wants 800k. Oh my gosh, he's just going to keep getting better. I mean, let's do the 3-year there just because it is so cheap. Get him locked down. I noticed too we have 5 million cap space still. So yeah, if Marchand and Kane don't come back, that's 15 million for our extensions. I feel like we should be okay. And like I was saying, guys, before we start the sim here, I'll show you our team's ratings. So we've got 99 offense, 95 defense, 90 goaltending. Again, really, you know, high expectations for this team. I also forgot to show you guys, too, who won the Stanley Cup last year. Tampa Bay Lightning. So I'm hoping this can be like the start of a little bit of a dynasty for Montreal. Obviously, didn't make the playoffs the first 4 years. Finally did last year. I would love to, you know, maybe win 2 or 3 cups in the next 5 years. Because I think, you know, our team is definitely good enough to make that happen. EU said yes, so that's a great contract for him the next 3 seasons. Waiting to still hear from Allen, who said yes. Okay, I think 8.75 for him. Top pair D-man, very good. Benson as well, 5x5. I like those contracts. And we already got a trade here, guys. Colin Parayko for Bergfors, who's a medium top 4, and Lennon, medium starter. I see Parayko's got medium 7D. I'm assuming he's not great. Yeah, 79 overall. You gotta do your due diligence though and check that. And check this out, guys. We're at the Christmas break now with a 24-8-4 record. Are you kidding me? I think this is the best we've ever played at this point in the season. 52 points on the year. Oh my god, the Avalanche are insane. 62. So we're second in the NHL, first in the East. The Avalanche apparently are just too good. Panarin there, 46 and 36. So our big free agent signing there looks awesome. AHL-wise, Crystal is the new player. He's got almost a point per game in the AHL team. Second in the division behind the Marlies, 35 points. But yeah, cannot complain with the AHL team, and obviously love how the NHL team looks. As for the trade deadline here, guys, of course we're going to be a buyer. I think I simmed just, a day too far, so I'll show you the record, I think, once we get to the trade screen. Quinn Hughes is available. Well, it's 12.3 million. Probably cannot fit that into the cap. Seth Jones, Samuel Girard, Buchnevich, Gabe Vilardi, Olofsson, Ryan Hartman, Sam Reinhart, Nolan Patrick, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Okay, so pretty good, players there on the trade block. Like I was saying, I gotta show you guys my record. 41, 15, and 6. We are crushing it. You love to see that. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to make a trade for two reasons. One, this is like the best record we've ever had at the deadline, so like why ruin a good thing? And then two, if we do make a trade, what are the chances we're still going to have +5 on every single forward line? Maybe like the only trade I could possibly see making sense would be a defenseman to increase that bottom pair instead of Zellweger. Let's see, he's got, 10 points, 62 games. He's okay, nothing crazy. That's really the only weakness on this entire team. Goaltending, Swayman got .909, 2.59. I'd like to see a higher save percentage. The goals against, though, is fine. I feel like we're probably averaging more than 3 goals a game. I mean, clearly we are because, we've got a really good record. So, yeah, I'll look for a D-man. And other than that, I feel like, our team is set. All right, guys, so we're working on some trades. Just got an offer here for Deneau, Hartman, Murray, Ceci. That looks like a lot of, average things there for a great, two-way center. Right now, still looking for a defenseman. I'm going to see if I can maybe make a Quinn Hughes trade work. I've looked through them all. There's a couple other guys, like second options, if this can't happen. It's going to cost a lot, but I really want a Stanley Cup, and I feel like, our team's pretty sick. If we can do this without giving up any NHL pieces, I prefer just, some AHL players. I think it makes sense. Alright, guys, so I decided actually not to trade for Quinn Hughes. For a rental who we probably can't afford to bring back next year, didn't make sense to give up one of our top prospects, whether it be like McKenna, Grattan, Kivaharju, Yip there. Even Lekermaki say, like, we need these guys on cheap deals coming up into the NHL over the next few years to help keep our team give the cheap contracts. Now, I am willing to give up 2 first-round picks here to try and bring Korchinski back to the team. 4.6 for the next 4 years, 85 overall. We'll see what Ottawa says. Trades rejected. Try adding, like, Fratton there, low elite guy. Trade still rejected. Okay, now quickly, Anaheim has a very similar player, Pavel Mintyukov. I think he's 85 overall as well. A bit more money, but I think he's got slightly lower value. Also, the Ducks want both firsts. Do we try this without Fratton? See what they say. Trades are... Ooh, they said sweeten the value just a touch. Okay. I'll do a 7th round pick. Is that just a touch? It is. Okay, so obviously 2 first-round picks is a pretty big price to pay, but hopefully this year's pick's 32. Hopefully next year's is late. And again, I think I'd rather give up the first than an immediate elite prospect. And like I said, really the only place I could see adding to this team... Oh my god. 8 minutes to think of this one. Dubois was crazy. 6, Delavi, Amon for Houston, Deneau, a 3rd, and Carlson. That's really not even that much, considering how good Dubois is. I need to look at him. We're running out of time. 89 overall. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. It was just a lot, and I feel like we already have such a stacked forward group. It didn't make sense. We still got the last trade in. And like I was trying to say, guys, really all we needed was a new defenseman. So I think I'll just keep Zellweger scratched for the rest of this year because probably gonna have him, back in the NHL for next season. You can see Jordan Greenway there to the Dallas Stars, Broberg to the Rangers, Gregor to the Capitals, Ryan Strome goes back to the Oilers. A lot of pick movement there. Actually, a lot of pick movement. Kupari to the Rangers, Lawson Krause to the Capitals, Dominic Kubalik, who's been 6 so far for the Red Wings this year in real life, on the Avalanche now. John Tavares on the Coyotes. That is not the Maple Leaf center I thought would be going to Arizona. Let's see. Andreas Janssen to the Hurricanes, Andre Palat to the Hurricanes as well. Nolan Patrick on the Rangers, Vilardi to the Predators, Farabee on the Stars, Owen Tippett to the Rangers, and Barbashev there to the Predators. So I think, like I said, making that one move that's just, changing the bomb D pair shouldn't mess with our team too much. Also, too, guys, I should show you. So Panarin now 70 points, 62 games. Forgot to show you guys this stuff before the trade deadline. AHL-wise, Crystal there's got a point per game, +2. And I was actually looking at like the prospects who we could trade. So many of them are having great seasons. I'm sure at the end of the year, you guys will see all that. AHL team there's first in the division right now, second in the AHL, and the NHL team with 88 points is behind only the Avalanche, or only 1 point back. So we do have, chance here at the President's Trophy. And quickly here, guys, I'll give you an update look at the team after the trade deadline. Obviously, forward group there is the same. Mintyukov's now in the bottom pair with Gooley. So, I mean, come on. Look at that forward group, +5 in every line with some, really good players. And then defensively, everyone's 85 to 90 overall. Are you kidding me? Mintyukov, I don't think is on any of the power plays, but he is on both PK3 as well as 3-man PK3. So, hopefully, a bit of an upgrade there on Zellweger. Especially since Zellweger is more of an offensive defenseman. Mintyukov, you can see, 890 awareness, pretty good physical. I think he'll do a better job there. So I feel like all we gotta do now is send the end of the season, and hopefully we can rake a run at this cup. And here we go, guys. We're at the end of the season with a record of 53, 22, and 7. We finished with 113 points on the year, which... Ooh, I think, yeah, we do take home the President's Trophy. Avalanche 109. Sabres made a run at it, 111 there. Let's go. AHL team, 50 wins as well. 107 points on the year. And that's also good for the AHL President's Trophy. I forget the name of it. So that is awesome. Hopefully both these teams can now, continue that performance in the AHL. Crystal there, over a point per game. We just trade for him because I was trying to... Who were we trying to trade away? I think Luukkonen, and I wanted, just somebody decent back. I didn't think it was going to go off like that. Panarin, 93 points. You love to see it. So take a look here and see how everyone else did on this team. Now, Panarin's already down to 89, though, which isn't good. I believe when we signed him, he was a 92, but what are you going to do? He had a good season, so hopefully he'll jump back up in rating a bit, but because of his age, I doubt it. Caulfield, basically a point per game. Same with Patrick Kane, 39 years old. I mean, yeah, Kane's just a cheat code in this game. It's crazy. Larkin there, 77. Suzuki, 76. So, we had 5 guys there, 70-plus points. Benson, Dvorsky, Drysdale all in the 50s. That's actually a really good year for Drysdale. I wonder if he might jump up a bit in rating, just like an 88. Sanderson was close to 50. Nichushkin, 43. Playing fourth line, super impressive. Yeah, time on ice there, 12 minutes. So that's more of like a third line-ish ice time because of the special teams. But yeah, it's honestly so good. Maybe we got to get him in the top 9 next year. Hopefully it doesn't drop. Mintyukov, 43. On our team, though, what do you do? I mean, 10 points in 20 games. Actually, similar point per game pace, and that's with less ice time. Marchand, 34. He's 39. I feel like he's probably done after this year. Deneau, not bad. Bergeron, 29. He's 42. I can't see Bergeron lasting much longer. He's a 77 now, but still has 91 D awareness, 93 faceoffs. Gallagher, for third line, I think he's on one of the power plays. Only 28 points. Maybe he's actually not on a power play. We got to keep him, though, at least on the fourth line to try and break that games played record as well as the season's record. Slavin's more defensive. Allen, 19. For how much we're paying him, 91 passing. I would like him, put up a bit more points than that. Gooley, more defensive, so that's okay. Overall, I like everyone played there. Swayman, 47 wins is nuts. Actually, that might be a record. I feel like it might have been 44 wins. We'll check after, I guess, the season. 908 save percentage, 2.66 goals against. EU stats here weren't great, but luckily he's young. Hopefully he can get better. AHL-wise, Ryan with a high elite goalie, 907, 2.4. Still a 75. Looking at the rest of the guys, like I was saying, a lot of people performed better than I expected. So, Crystal there over a point per game. Lecker-Mackey, 66. Zykov, 64. Grattan, 60. He's got to finally jump out from being a low 70. Come on. This is a really good season. Houston, 58. LaPierre, 57. McKenna, 44 is AHL rookie year. Not terrible, but for first-line minutes, you'd hope for a bit better. Zeri, 40 is an 80. I don't know. Yip there, 39 isn't too bad. Kivahardu, 28. We'll take a look now, guys, at the entire league. I don't think Panarin's going to be too close to the top. McKinnon, yeah, number 1, 107. Bedard there at 2. It's a 94 still. Nylander popped off, 98 points. Caden Huey, I think is how you'd say that. 3rd overall pick, 2024 at a 96-point year. Barkov, Huberdeau, Hughes, Matthews, Marner. Looking at goals now. Matthews taking on the race for Richard. Defensive scoring here. Heiskanen put up 71. Dahlin, 69. Nice. Doesn't look like any of our guys. Quinn Hughes never got traded either, so maybe he'll be in free agency this summer. We did see one McCarr last year. Swayman, most wins as we'd expect. Best save percentage for a starter. Noljevic, .914. And then goals against here for a starter. Swayman actually tied with Noljevic. So it's either going to be him or Noljevic there for the Vezina. Hopefully he'll get it. Rookie skaters, most points. Austin Lorentz there, 65. I don't think we had a rookie this year, but next year definitely could have one. Coolidge there was on our team before we traded him away. So we'll look at the entire league. Obviously, first place there, 68.9 win percentage. 5 teams with 100 plus. Minnesota gets in at 17, which isn't too bad. Last place, Vegas Golden Knights, 58 points. Goals for were first place, 310. And goals against, tied with the Ducks. And I forget the tiebreakers. So Swayman could get Liam Jennings, but I don't know. I forget the tiebreaker. The fact that the Ducks there showed above, I think we're getting screwed. I'm not sure. If I remember right, too, I Googled it, and like nothing popped up, so I think it's literally just random. AHL team, too, I'm just kind of curious. We got first place there in the league. We were also first goals for. Not first goals against, though. We're fifth goals against, but still, I mean, both teams had incredible seasons. Very, very happy with how that turned out. So, first on the playoffs now, guys, we've got the Pittsburgh Penguins. We know Crosby no longer on the team because he was playing for us before he retired. Malkin, I can't remember if Malkin retired or not. No, he's still there on that first line with Gensel. Jacob Perreault is an 80. Gauthier, 86. Tomern's there. Kurashev, Ninema, Jost. Foligno's down to 74. Cole Lynn, Anderson, Poulin. Defensively, Smith's an 88. Letang still playing. Klingberg, Joseph, Cagnani, Oberg. 73s on the bottom pair. Like, if we rock literally even our fourth line, we should be able to completely dominate the play with those two defensemen out. Goalies, they do have Shesterkin in net. He had a less than 900 save percentage, though. 14 games played. Those must be his playoff stats from last year. Yeah, I think that's what that's showing. Also, I just realized Yorgi was backing him up, so they literally have the old Rangers goaltending tandem. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Come on. First round. Let's get it done. Oh, my God. 6-0 loss at home. 3-2 win, so we answer back at the Bell Center. Heading to Pittsburgh now. 5-4 loss, 3-0 win. Why are they doing this to me? 2-2 series tied. Head home. We finally get the series lead there with a 6-5 OT win. Heading to Pitt. 4-2 loss. Are you kidding me? We're going to Game 7 with a team rocking 273s on the bomb D pair. And like a bunch of, what, 70s and like literally 80 right on and like on their bomb 6 forwards. But here we go. 1-1. Klingberg, Gallagher. 2-1. Dano. Come on. Let's go. That was way too close. We hold on. I can't believe how close that series was. I thought, it was like, if we lose to this team, I don't know. I'd probably start laughing. It'd be when you're laughing, trying not to cry, you know what I mean? So, Caulfield there, point per game. We got the Sabres next. Obviously, this is going to be a tough test going against Connor Bedard. They've also got Jonathan Drouin on the first line. He's at 89 now. Tage Thompson there, 88. Cousins. Leonard Brain. It's kind of a funny name. 21-76. Low elite. Playing second line center over Peyton Krebs. It's definitely an interesting choice. Paterka there with him. Come on, like a 76 center. We should be able to just dominate that guy, whoever we have. All of our centermen are better. Isaac Rose in there, Max Domi, Leeson, Asplund, Sherry. I mean, this forward group, I think, is clearly being carried by that top line. I can't believe Duran's up to an 89. I guess, yeah, these last 2 years probably definitely bumped his rating, 88, 78. He's been playing for Buffalo, too, since he left our team. Defensively, Dallin, of course, great, number 1. D'Angelo, Dursey, Power, really good as well, 89. Chistov, Yoki Harju. Goalies, Peterson 83, Skinner 80. So their goalies aren't really the highest rated. And we can shut down Bedard. I like our chances in this series. And we got the defenseman, I think, to do it. So here we go, guys. First 2 games at home. 1-1 there through the first 2. Heading to Buffalo now. 5-1, 3-2. Let's go. Have to win 1 of the next 3. Move on to the conference final. And, okay, making it close here. Are you kidding me? All we had to do is win 1 more game. Lose 5-3 and 3-1. Game 7. Come on. Make the conference final. 0-0 after 1. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is going to be a third period. Oh boys, there we go. Suzuki. Come on. Drouin answers back. What, 30 seconds later? Are you kidding me? He hates us for, not keeping him on this sick team. Series is tied 1 apiece. Halfway through the third, Dylan Cousins. There's no way. Come on. Please. 6 minutes. We need a hero. Please, we need a hero. 2 minutes left. 1.5. 40 seconds. Wow. That is disappointing, to say the least. I thought this team was destined for greatness. I thought that Pittsburgh series was kind of a fluke going to Game 7. 3-1 lead on the Sabres there. And then to lose the next 3 straight. I can't believe that. And the AHL team here went through the Syracuse Crunch in round 1. And they're currently tied 3 games apiece with Belleville. And they also lose in Game 7, round 2. Unlucky. Alright guys, the playoffs are now complete. I guess the one positive, you can even call it that, we lost the eventual champions in the Buffalo Sabres. I believe that's their second Stanley Cup in like 4 years. I think just literally being carried by Bedard. Washington there, going to be picking first overall. Wow. I can't believe it. Caulfield there at 12 points in 14 playoff games. See how everyone else did. Panarin actually dropped in rating again, now an 88. I don't understand that. Dvorsky had a good playoff. Suzuki. I mean, where's the veterans? Panarin only 8 and 14. Dano actually played quite well. Gallagher 6. Kane 4 points in 14 games in the playoffs. He was averaging about a point per game in the regular season. How does that Larkin had 3. He was also almost a point per game in the regular season. What's going on with Kane and Larkin? Come on. Slavin Mintyukov couldn't even give us 1 point. Swayman's stats weren't great, but they also weren't terrible. I don't think we can pin, the playoff exit on him. So Buffalo beat the Leafs in 6, us in 7, Islanders in 7, and then the Ducks there in 5. And the Ducks also, too, lost Mintyukov, got a couple first rounders, and they still made the Stanley Cup final. You gotta respect that. So, yeah, Buffalo, 2 Stanley Cups in 3 years. Wow. We get the President's Trophy at least. That's something. Individual awards here, McKinnon, Art Ross, as well as the Hart. Heiskanen, James Norris, Nylander, Lady Bing, Lorentz there, Calder, Duran, Conn Smythe. Wow. Kind of hurts to see. Nedeljkovic here got the Vezina. Was really hoping it would go to Swayman. Gibson got the William Jennings. So Swayman kind of got screwed. He really had a good shot at the Vezina. I think he had the same goals against, more wins, slightly lower save percentage, not much lower. And then William Jennings, literally the same. We didn't have the tiebreaker, whatever the game decides it is. Kuparin in there, Bill Masterton, Sharks coach Jack Adams, Barkov, Selke, McKinnon, Ted Lindsay, Matthews there, Maurice Richard, third one in 5 years. AHL here, Gulls got the Calder Cup. We, of course, won the regular season. Just our teams, good in the regular season, but not in the playoffs apparently. Coach there, most points. That's kind of cool. Crystal, though, MVP. Wheeler, most goals. Still hasn't retired yet. Manderville, best rookie. Carlson there, best defenseman. Markstrom, best goalie. It's kind of funny to see some, former star players still going in the AHL. I feel like most of them retire before they get to that point. Leonard there, MVP of the playoffs. Crystal got sportsmanship. Schoenmakers, community involvement. Logan Thompson there, lowest goals against. All right, so, I think we can at least say we have good teams. Both teams won the regular season, and the regular season is longer than the playoffs. It's 82 games opposed to 28 games max. I feel like really we just got unlucky. Nothing to do about that. So if we can bring back as many of the current guys as we can, that'd be... What the heck? I didn't expect that. Panarin retires at 36 as an 88 overall after 93-point season. Wow. I think, did we sign him for 1 year as well? We did, but I thought for sure we'd be able to re-sign him. I wasn't expecting to lose Panarin. That's kind of nuts. Also, too, we lose Marchand, which I did expect. He's 40 now. Kopitar retires there. Was he? 78. Blake Wheeler retires after most goals in the AHL. He was 74, but still had a really good shot on him. TJ Oshie, Jamie Benn, Kuznetsov, Pacioretty, Skinner, Shen. I don't see Bergeron, so Bergeron's coming back. Carlson there retired. Was down to 77. Jordan Eberle. Roman Josi there. Retired at 72. Only 38 as well. Granlund, Kreider, Pietrangelo, Suter, Barry. Look at all these, regular NHLers retiring already. That is kind of crazy to see. Spurgeon, Johnson, Hyman, Ellis. Wow. All right, taking a look at goalies. Bobrovsky, Anderson, Allen. Okay, so, yeah, did not expect Panarin to retire. Marchand makes sense. I think we got to bring back Bergeron on the fourth-line center. Probably want to see if Gallagher play fourth line now, too, instead of Nichushkin. He played so well with limited time. He'll take Gallagher's spot on the third line. Maybe even second line, actually, depending how this goes down. So, let's get to the NHC draft here, guys. No first-round pick, but that's all right. We've got a lot of mid-picks, I think. Take a look at the draft class here. Hopefully our scouts can do well. So, the top 5 there are all medium elites. In terms of gems, we got a potential medium elite 97, 117, same with 140, and a goalie. The goalie, I like the odds of him being a gem. Now looking at potential and guaranteed medium elites, we got a medium franchise goalie. He's probably medium elite, best case high elite, but I really like to cake him in case he is. Oh my gosh, this goalie here, 165 high elite, and this one here also high elite, 185. We're going to have way too many goalies at that point, but apparently our goalie scouts are just nuts. I wonder if it's because I have them to scout every position, so other teams are more worried about forwards and defensemen, whereas we do a balanced approach. And look at this, guys. Guaranteed low elite at 200. That's crazy value. Alright, guys, so next time I'm trying to make a trade, the Calgary Flames, which probably doesn't look like a great trade, but if our scouts are right, I think it will be. Giving up a second-round pick here, 60th overall, for a 4, 5, and 6, as I feel like we're going to hit on all 3 of those picks, and as you can see, the value's on this Flame side, but they're on the block. They like the second. I think this goes through value-wise. No, it doesn't. Wow. It's 2 for a 4, 5, 6. Geez, what if I throw in a 6 next year? At that point, it's 2 for a 4 and a 5. There we go. I guess also our second 60th overall, which is basically a third rounder, so that makes some sense. So, we're sitting here, guys, to pick number 51. I've got a list of everyone we want to draft. Hopefully, can get them all. I think it's mostly goalies. Tunney there could be medium elite. I'm actually going to pass on him, though, for this Sandlak guy. Obviously, I'm hoping he's a medium franchise goalie. Carey Price, similar style. That's kind of fitting, obviously, in Montreal. 61 medium elite. I mean, we'll take that. And look at this, guys. Tunney there, who we thought might be medium elite, was actually medium top 9. So good thing we avoided him. Forgot to show you guys at the beginning of the first round as well. Pretty generic top 5 picks here. They're all high 70 medium elite. Really nothing crazy. 63 medium elite to Predators at 15. That's a bit of a steal. Looking to see if there's any others, but okay. 60 overall medium elite goalie there, the Devils. I mean, our goalie's one overall higher. We got him in the second round. So our next pick here, he's ranked 101. All right, guys, with our next pick here, we do have some options. Parks could be medium elite. Same with Ladipov, but I'm instead going to go with the Gem, who's lower ranked. And Ovechkin, I'm just going to call this guy like Ovechkin. NHL TA 5 years, no similar style. Hopefully, he's good. 57 overall, medium top 4. Okay, not as good as I expected, but not terrible either. All right, guys, look at this. We're in the 4th round now. Those 2 guys I was looking at, both are about to go. A lot easier to trade for a 4th round pick than a 3rd. I'm going to see if I can get the Vegas and Capitals 4th round picks. Okay, so Vegas likes Parrish, 21-72, low top 9, which isn't a terrible player. He's actually got less value than the 4th. They also like Mattinen and Foote. I'll give them all 3 guys they like there. Trades rejected. Throw in a 6th round pick a couple years from now. I think they said they wanted Mattinen more than Foote. And there we go. And so I guess we'll take Parks here, guys. He might not be good, but we really didn't give up much. And 55 medium top 6. Okay, so yeah. You can't trust like the maybe medium elites too much, but obviously I think it's kind of worth it here because you never know. And look at this, guys. I'm checking out next year's draft. We only have one of our original picks still in the 5th rounder. That's kind of crazy. I'm going to see if maybe we can trade Lennon in here for a 4th round pick. I feel like we're going to have so many medium elite goalies after this draft. Like we already got Sandlak there, who I think could back up Reimer. Could even throw in Carlson. I doubt, would they want 2 goalies? Washington would have too many. Take Kane Primo there on the block. Is he just expiring? Yeah. We'll take him back, see what they say to this. Trades accepted. Okay, so those 2 are actually going to be 2 of our worst goalies. So we're really not giving up a lot here to take a chance. Ooh, let's go. Ladipov, 49 medium elite. I'm glad we made that trade. Our next pick here, guys, is the 11th pick in the 4th round, 107. So the guy we're going to take, ranked 120, is Aiden Wong here. Could be elite, Gem. 50 overall, medium top 4. Okay, we'll take that. I do think it's kind of funny that the Gems end up being like medium top 4s, while the guys we don't have as much information on actually are the medium elites. Anyways, next pick here, guys. I think the guy we're looking at was number 138. So let me scroll down. I want to make sure we're careful and get him. Henrik Pressburg, goalie. He's a Gem. He may not be starter. 52 medium elite. There we go. I'm now picking at 139 here, guys. In the 5th round, Gustavs Malkin could be a high elite goalie. And he's a high fringe starter, alright. Now we do have a second chance here on another guy who could be a high elite goalie. Rowan Meal. Let's see. High fringe starter as well, what the heck. Alright guys, I'm trying to make one more trade here, the Seattle Kraken. I can't believe they signed Edmondson here, 78 overall for $5 million the next 3 years. Real quick though, so 172, 204 for Zellweger. We actually don't need him because all of our top 6 defensemen are signed. I can't believe this is all we're getting back. $800K for the next 2 years, such a good deal for an 80 overall. They say yes. Sorry I was talking so fast, guys. I want to make sure that one went through. Now, like I was saying, Zellweger's a solid defenseman still, 2480, and 800K I think is a great contract, but for us, he was the 7th defenseman, and I think, you know, there's a couple low leads we could get. Are you kidding me? It just auto-picked our pick because I forgot we just got that. I did not want Kostitsin. Oh, that sucks. Here offer the Ducks a 6th round in 2031 for their 2028 7th. They say yes. Okay, so can actually draft the guys I wanted to now. Again, I can't believe I had to waste a pick. Donato is just like the rights. Oh no, we have to drop back for his rights. Yeah, saying no to that one. So, first things first here. I think we're going to take this dude who could be low elite. Or actually, no, they're guaranteed low elite. Adam Pekka, right wing. Hopefully he's decent rated. Only 50 overall, but I mean, still, we'll take that. And then we have another 2nd round pick here, 204. Should we look at this other guy who's possibly low elite, Harris there. Let's see, Lorenzo Harris. And 57 low elite sniper. Yeah, I mean, obviously it kind of sucks. The one pick we got back from Zellweger was wasted, but again, 7th defenseman kind of looked like he wasn't really going to grow, so I'm okay with that. I mean, tons of picks there. Again, just, you know, keeping the cupboard full of prospects. Hopefully half those guys turn into decent players. All right, guys, we're at the re-sign phase here. We got $13.5 million in cap space. Luckily, I think most of these guys are signed. I think, you know, we saved a ton of money not having to bring Panarin back, Marchand, Dvorsky here. He wanted 7. Now he wants 5, so we made the right move not signing him. Gouli definitely going to want to raise. Deneau, I think, is going to take less money the year after this. Patty Kane, what's he want? $5 million. Okay, so far I can keep him and Dvorsky. Chris Stahl is going to want, oh, $800K. Wow, okay, we'll do 2 years, $850K. Could actually be on the NHL team, depending how it all works out. Gallagher better be cheap at 80. It's kind of honestly expensive, but again, I'm thinking just fourth line right wing. Nolan Foote will let go. Where is Bergeron? Mitchell there, 29. Again, I'll let him go. Actually, I think we just got him back with somebody, so not a big deal. Marsh, 22.79, wants 1.2. You can bury most of that. I'll do like 1.25. Don't plan on him making the NHL team for a little bit, but obviously it's a decent contract for the future. Wow, Bergeron's down to a 76. Is he still worth putting out there for the fourth line center? I mean, he's got 92 D awareness, 93 faceoffs, and obviously it really helps with chemistry for the PK. No physicality at all. In the perfect spot always, winning draws. He's, getting great stick lifts, great puck battling, great puck interceptions. He better be cheap. Out of the 76, want 1.7. If we can make it work, I'll keep him though. And then looking at goalies here, obviously Primo we just took back. No reason to keep him. We've got the 81 medium elite. And I'm thinking the 61 medium elite here will be the backup. Hopefully, play some games, does well, grows a bit. And like I said, guys, our top 6 there is set. Goalie actually dropped by 1. Mintyukov, though, is up to an 86. Slavin dropped to 1. Drysdale did go up now to an 88. I mean, that's a crazy-looking top 6. So Dvorsky, we're going to qualify for now. I think we'll leave him, because obviously we have more control. We'll do 1 year, $5 million for Kane. I mean, he popped off last year. How can we not? As I said, I'd like to bring Gallagher back. Let's try 1.75 for 1. All right, and there we go, guys. Patrick Kane said yes. Gallagher wants to test free agency. Are you kidding me? He's currently the longest tenured Montreal Canadian. He wants to leave. Crystal said yes. Same with Marsh there. Sandlack. Okay, come on. How is Gallagher doing this to me right now? Let's try. If he wants to test free agency, we literally have to give him what he wants. That's one thing with this game. Like, why would Gallagher not want an extension? There's really no reason for it. Now, Bergeron, let's try 1.5. This is honestly way too much for 76, but it's fine. He at least wants extended. Bergeron, too many players at my position. He doesn't know he's guaranteed fourth line center. Gallagher said yes. Okay, so I think we actually can keep everybody. Dvorsky, I'd like for 4 years. It's a bit of a jump, though. We'll have more money in that final year. Let's try. I mean, I feel like he's just as good as Benson. Benson took 5. We'll do 5.5 by 3. And I guess Bergeron will offer what he's asking. I was looking at Yormo 4, guys. He's 26 now, so he's basically done growing. I'm going to let him go. As our top 4 HLDs, all 79s, plus Kiv Hardy there. Should get even better. Svozil 78 on the bottom pair. I want Berg 4 here playing 69 medium top 4. And there we go. Bergeron finally accepts. Dvorsky rejects. Wants to test free agency. Berg 4 there, obviously. So $8 million to get Dvorsky. Okay, let's just give him 5.75. He should say yes. At that point, I believe everyone will be under contract. And we'll have, 2.5 to 3.5 million, depending how it works out. Dvorsky says yes. 3.1 million there, with really no holes. So that's a good place to be. Basically, we're just going to look for some, players I think can help out the team in different ways that are on the cheap, of course. All right, guys, we're now at free agency here. Obviously, don't have a lot of money to spend, but if we're smart about it, maybe we can make our team better. Wow. So we're a year early there in terms of like the #1 defenseman. You got Thomas Chabot, 89 overall. Quinn Hughes, the 90. They want a ton of money, though. 13.8, 12.4. I feel like, our top 6D is actually really solid. We're not paying anyone a ridiculous amount like that. Kako there's a free agent, 89 overall, wants 12. Should sort this by overalls here. Nolan Patrick up to an 88. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure I gave him low lead potential, unless I didn't get around to changing it. I thought I did. Shifley there. Theo Lindstein, RFA, 87. Wow. Dylan Dubé, Denisenko. So, we can't afford any of these guys, but it's always cool to see. Who's in the free agency class. Sam Steele's up to an 85. It's kind of crazy. Like, some of the dudes that actually end up growing. Probably just, a bit of ice time 1 year, have a good season, then all of a sudden they jump up in rating. Dvorak, Max Domi, some former Canadians there. So take a look at goalies out of curiosity. Picard, 86, wants 9. He has a medium elite, but it's expensive. Carter Hart there as well. We'll do 2 ways just in case there's a free elite. There's not. Ratzlaff, though, 23.76 medium starter. He's pretty solid. Now, we did have that 61 medium elite. That was going to be our backup. But we could sign him to be the backup instead. And then just have that 61 as like a third string in case we trade somebody away. Let's do 850K for 3 years. He ain't bad. And looking at 2-way skaters here. Setaguchi, 2054 low elite. Obviously, we'll take that in case he turns out. And if not, should be able to trade him. Malatesta here, 2579. Good playmaker. Feel like we lost some guys on the AHL team. Could probably sign him as well. Julian Lutz, 2477. Second round pick by the Coyotes. Not too bad. Still has 3 years left to grow. Medium top 6 potential. Let's get him locked up too. And this is kind of interesting, guys. I sorted free agents by potential. There's a bunch of medium elites here that only want 1.2. Bure, for instance, is the guy I want. Oh my god, 3 years, 800K. What the heck? that seems. I mean, maybe they don't think he's gonna turn out. Could we do... Okay, like, let's try 7 years, and then we'll do the max where you don't have to give up any picks. I mean, even a 3rd rounder. I'd rather not, though. Okay, so 1.3. I feel like they probably match, but maybe somehow, like, a long contract like that, they get turned away from. Miknov here, Conley, Haltonen. Again, I feel like they're all going to be matched, but, like, we might as... Okay, what the heck? They're all, like, want the 800K thing. Let's just try sign these guys long-term. 1.4 for 4. Again, I'm sure all these teams match, but if not, we're laughing. Minkov also gets cheaper when it's later. What the heck? I could have went to 1.45, whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm definitely going to go circle back to free agency after like a couple weeks when guys are cheaper. All right, guys, so Setaguchi here accepted our offer. I think he was the low elite. Burry accepted the offer as of now. He was the 64 medium elite. We also got Malatesta there, Ratzlaff, the AHL backup. Halton accepted as of now. Lutz accepted. Conley then with the Kraken. Minknov there went with the Sharks. So we still have a chance on a couple of medium elites. And you never know really what the AIGM's going to do. Now we do need a new AHL head coach here. Unfortunately, our head coach, DeRoche, now has the quality of an NHL head coach. So he's basically not willing to sign as an AHL head coach. You can see there he's had great success with us, but unfortunately, we got to hire somebody new. Look at this dude. A- teaching, A coach influence. I want him bad. Hopefully, he'll come in. Chevrolet. Stéphane Chevrolet. He does sound French, so I feel like he could fit well in Montreal. Alright, so the Flames matched their offer to Burry there, 1.3 million. We're actually probably doing these teams a favor because they just got these like decent prospects locked up long-term at cheap. But you know what? I'm willing to be, a nice guy, help them out. That guy's this AHL assistant coach, Colton. He had like decent teaching and coach influence. The head coach, there you go, he's joining the team. So I feel like, AHL team is in good hands. So I don't think any of those guys who made like the offer sheets on said yes, but that's alright. We took a try. Thomas should have bought 11.5. Wish I had the money for him. But honestly, like I showed you guys, our defense is stacked. Johansson, 35, 84, wants 2.2. We actually could kind of use a third line center, the way I was looking at how the team's going to break down. Playmaker there, not bad at all. I'm bringing him in. I don't know about the 2 years. I'll do 1 year though at 2.5. I think that's really good value. Alright guys, next year we're trying to trade the Edmonton Oilers. 4 players who probably will make the AHL team. So if we can get some picks back next year, since we don't really have a lot, we work out really well. Asking for 4, 5, 6, giving up Lavoie, Waugh, Kapanen, and Niederbach. Trades rejected. What if instead of a 4, we ask for a 7? Actually, let's ask for our 7th back there. Still rejected. 5, 6? Come on. Just give us a 5th rounder. There we go. Okay, so we get 1 pick back, which... Alright, we actually have, 5 picks next year, which isn't terrible. And look at this, guys. I was just checking free agents. Wyatt Johnson here, 25.79. Sucks to see busted in this game, but I'm going to give him a contract. It's my favorite Spitfire. Let's see if we can do 4 years at 1.1 million. Hopefully turns into at least an 80. And wow, look at that. He actually signed the next day. That's awesome. Alright, guys, let's start next season. And right now, Ryan Johansson would actually be 4th line center for us. He's dropped to an 82. We kind of get screwed. I hate when, like, veterans drop a month later. So... we're going to try and flip him here with Pressburg, immediately goalie. I think we just drafted, 4th round. We have so many goalies, though. Stamkos here on the block for the Ducks. 4.6 for 1 more year. He's got great offensive stats still. Pretty similar to Patrick Kane. X factors for chemistry. 72 points last year. I mean, obviously, he's falling off a little bit, but he's still playing quite well. He's also minus 24, so give him some good line mates. Maybe he'll pop off with us, potentially his final year. See what the Ducks say. Trades rejected. I thought that was pretty fair. Could throw like somebody small in. Kostitsin here they like, 1957, low top 9. Does that push it through? No, okay, so he wasn't quite enough. Kobasu, low top 6. I feel like they're getting a pretty nice package back. You can see they also got Hurdle O'Reilly on the block there. Trevor Zegras is down 92. That's insane. I guess I'll take back Simic there just as like a roster spot dude. And there we go. Trades accepted. So Stammer, I think, really helps this team out. And so now, guys, I have the line set for next season. Look at this again. We've got +5 chemistry on every single line. Just insane. So we've got Larkin, Suzuki, Caulfield on the first line. I actually love that first line. I'm hoping they pop off. Second line there, you got Benson, Dvorsky, and Patrick Kane. So, 2 of the younger guys who, for some reason, I thought would for sure grow, but right now they're still 85s. That's okay. Maybe with playing with Kane, they'll pop off this year. Nachushka's on the third line now, Stamkos, and Gavin McKenna. I mean, he's playing with 2 pretty good players. Maybe he could win the Calder, 82 overall there. Really good hands. Again, the shot's powerful, but not accurate. Fast player. Defensive awareness is crap with good stick checking. We'll see how he does. Definitely give him some power play time. Deneau, Bergeron, and Kristall here is the 4th line. Also get a +5. Defensively, Sanderson, Allen, both 89 now. Drysdale, Slavin on the second pair. Mintyukov, Gully, bottom pair. Mintyukov should be on the right side there. So, I mean, that defense is so solid. And playing in front of a 90 overall Swayman. Eves didn't go up in rating because he had pretty bad stats, but still, mediumly potential goalie there. AHL-wise, you got Reimers now at 77 with high elite. Ratslav there backing up to 77 as well. AHL team is pretty stacked. I mean, Jody Gratton here is now at 76. He had 40 goals last year. Like, I could definitely see him leading the AHL in scoring now that Blake Wheeler's retired. Zykov in the middle is an 81. Lekramaki's still an 81. I really don't know what to do with him. 24 81, medium elite, but he hasn't grown at all like a medium elite. And, like, I don't know, probably because he's in the AHL. Johnston left here. Houston second line. Yip, Zary, Lutz on the third with Malatesta, Leroux, and Ostapchuk on the fourth. Yip here could actually be an NHL already. Like, he's a 79 grinder, which obviously that gives us a good chemistry boost, really good physical stats, decent defensive, but again, we just have so many good players. Like, there's only so many spots for everyone to play. Defensively, Kevin Hart's down 81. He could also be in the NHL, but our defense is sick. Marsh there, Leno, Bergfors, Swazzle, Loof, and I already showed you guys the goaltending. So this team is stacked. One thing I should point out, though, I almost forgot, you might have noticed somebody not here on the NHL team, that's Brendan Gallagher, currently scratched at 79 overall. Unfortunately, just he doesn't fit if we want the chemistry boost, so I'm going to let you guys decide what we do with Gallagher. I really wanted him to break at least like the games played record, but say for Crystal, we're not as attached to +3, so you could do that. If you wanted to, you could take up Bergeron because he's now at 75. If you do that, though, you get no chemistry boost. And Bergeron still does have great defensive awareness and face-offs. Deneau there's like the best fourth liner, so I really think we should keep him. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you want me to do with Gallagher. Basically, leave him scratched or replace Crystal or Bergeron. We could do that, and then honestly just send Crystal down to have like the most insane AHL team ever. Again, let me know what you want. Captaincy is the same for now. And next year, guys, I'll just show you the ratings for this next season. Hopefully, can finally be the season where we win a Stanley Cup. So we've got 96 offense, 98 defense, 90 goaltending. Our defensive rating is actually higher, but I feel like getting +5 chemistry on every single line, and plus, of course, you know, Kane, Stammer are definitely going to play better than the rating suggests. We are going to be a good team this year. And Larkin's actually the highest rated player now. I didn't even realize that. So excited to see what happens next year. Hopefully make the playoffs, and hopefully we can get lucky, but you guys will have to wait for that one. If you enjoyed this episode, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.